got invited to a place I'd never heard of, and that was the Sonora Institute of Technology, ITSM. And we arrived there, I was on crutches, and that's another story for another time. And I met this guy by the name of Gonzalo, Rodríguez. At that time, you were the director of planning, I think. And then, after a very short conversation, I realized that mega, or societal, or what Roger Addison called the world, was in his DNA. That was the way he saw the world. The next time I came back again to talk to the Strategic Planning, International Strategic Planning Conference, we went out to lunch, I think it was, and Gonzalo said, you know, I think ITSM should do something serious about mega planning. And I said, okay, what do you have in mind? He said, no, that's why you're here. He has a habit of doing that. Everybody at ITSM was afraid to go to a meeting because he had millions of ideas and everybody walked away with an assignment. So what we did is I did some preliminary planning with Rich Gerson, who ultimately became a faculty member there. Came up with a conceptual idea and I got his approval with some changes. Gonzalo knows how to say no, and he also knows how to say yes. And he's always been an active participant in it. Then I recruited Mariano Bernardes, and he developed a conceptual framework, again, the three of us, which came to be called the Entrepreneurial University. And if you want to know more about that, at 2:30 this afternoon, we'll be talking about that. Then we went out and got faculty. After you got approval, I guess, for your board to move ahead. It was Rich Gerson, there was me, of course, there was Mariano Bernardes, then we got Alvin Guerra Lopez involved, then we got Bob Kaufman, we got Dale Brethauer, and we got Gary Rumler. If that isn't a dream team, I don't know what is. I think we had 7 out of the best 10 people in the world on that faculty, and we began. We also practiced continual improvement. It was a great, great opportunity. It was great. How many people here have ever worked for a CEO that you were proud to work with? That they were creative, they were innovative, they had real leadership. Well, that's Gonzalo. And I would like to introduce you to him as the man who really lives and breathes mega planning, societal benefit. And I'm proud of the committee that nominated him and recommended him. I was not on that committee. But what a great first choice. Dr. Gonzalo, Rodríguez, Villanueva, come here.
Good morning.
Buenos dias.
First of all, I would like to thank the committee of ISPI that has instituted this important award, especially to the President, Lisa, who, in the announcement of the award to Dr. Roger Kaufman, declared, and quote, "No one shouts louder from the rooftops than Roger Kaufman, as he relentlessly draws our attention to mega of societal issues." That's right. And I'm going to tell you a short story of how we got to meet Dr. Kaufman theory. In 1992, faced with the deteriorating labor market prospect in local companies that were struggling to survive, the Sonora Institute of Technology made a strategic decision to transform itself into a vehicle to improve the Southern Sonora society. To achieve this end, we embarked in a strategic planning for higher education and used the book Mapping Strategical Success of Roger Kaufman. That was the beginning of our story. The following year, we invited Roger to give a conference at ITSM in Rochester. And 10 years later, he learned that we have kept building upon his mega planning model. The university was convinced to transfer and exchange knowledge to education and research following 3 stages process: a cultural change, a market-oriented and demand-led education provision, and a continuous commitment to transformation in society. In order to change the institutional culture, in 1995, ITSO launched a redesigned curricula taking a holistic approach to student development. In 2002, ITSO introduced the market-oriented competencies-based curricula, including strategic initiatives to increase university links with the labor market and society in general, such as business incubators, the software development company, the Center for Community Development, a Center for Biotechnology and Environmental Research. These centers and units provided work-based learning opportunities to students. In 2005, Ingrid Guerra, former PhD student of Dr. Kaufman, and I presented a conference named 11 Years of Megaplanning at ITSO at the ISPI conference in Vancouver, Canada. That planted the seed for creating the Institute for Performance Improvement and the doctoral program in strategic planning for organizational and social performance improvement at ITSO, which came about by 2006 under the direction of Dr. Rodríguez Kaufman and Dr. Mariano Bernardes. In 2008, ITSO moved from transactional toward transformational focus in its competencies-based curricula. ITSO developed a strategic plan for regional development in southern Sonora based on innovative ecosystem in partnership with 4 local governments. The plan aimed to create innovation ecosystems based on local capabilities. ITSO also took the lead in business incubation and acceleration of companies in key technological sectors. In 2013, according to the Mexican Science, Technological and Innovation Report, Sonora ranked in 6th place nationally, specifically ranked 2nd in technological infrastructure for information and communication, and 3rd place in both human resources related with science, technology, and innovation, and in company incubation and acceleration. Today, the only technological cluster recognized in Sonora is located in southern Sonora. The experience as president of the Sonora Institute of Technology confirmed that mega planning model allowed us to get the motivation and inspiration needed to transform a traditional university into a social and organizational performance center university with a strategic vision and mission based on measurable mega indicators. For this and more, I thank Roger Kaufman and ISPI for this important award. Thanks a lot.